Hey there everybody, Johnny T here, and today we're going to replace the battery in a Zodiac watch. I'd argue this is a woman's watch. It's a large watch for a woman. It has a mother of pearl dial and it's got this kind of rose gold color to the indices. It's got the day and the date at the 6 o'clock. This is a Swiss made watch. These Zodiac watches are pretty cool. I think this one's a Speed Dragon. So this is a Speed Dragon. It's the sporty line of watch, although this one is definitely catered towards more of a fashionable look. I don't think this bezel rotates. I haven't been able to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it doesn't. But yeah, the back of the watch has the following information. It's got 100 meters of water resistance. Model is Z05542. It's got another code there. Yeah, pretty cool. It looks kind of like maybe a race car wheel, perhaps, or a hubcap. So yeah, pretty cool watch. So these watches are infused with perfume, so they smell really nice. And it does have a signed buckle. And I believe this material is rubber. These are known to stain after a little while, but this watch, generally speaking, is in pretty good condition. So we're going to go ahead and try and remove the case back on this watch. And yeah, we're going to see if a new battery will get it running again. Let's try without any kind of crazy equipment. See if we can't get this off without the vise. Nope, need the vise. Okay. It's always worth a try. Sometimes I can get away with not using my aluminum vise here. This is a good investment, by the way. I want to say you could pick these up for 30-ish, 30 to 50 maybe. They're worth the money. Highly recommend them. They make my life a lot easier. I've been able to get most case backs off with this combination without damaging them, so if I can do it, you could too, probably, because I'm not amazing. Okay, here we go. Just like that. Alright. Alright, easy peasy. Get my plastic tweezers so I don't short my battery, because that's something that I might do. Okay, so the case back. The back of the case back. This has a code on there, it says Zodiac, and that's pretty much it. It's got a pretty good sized gasket. Looks like it's in good condition. Okay, so that's interesting. This is not... This is a 1 joule Ronda movement. So this is might be a Ronda 715 maybe? I'm not sure. It looks like it's got some residue. Yeah, 517, sorry. So it says right there it's a Ronda 517, but this is not the 5 joule version. So I believe there's two different versions. There is a 1 joule and a 5 joule. This one also has the day date at 6 o'clock, so that's a difference in variation as well. But the way we're going to remove the battery on this watch is there's a lever over here which is really, really dangerously close to this coil. I have destroyed coils before replacing batteries in watches like this, so just be careful and don't destroy your battery or your coil there. Okay, so this battery's got some corrosion going on. It's not too bad, but you know, you could see that there's some oxidized battery acid on this. So the inside doesn't look too bad. Everything still looks pretty good. I'm gonna blow this away. Okay, so that might need to get cleaned up. I'm going to use these plastic tweezers to just kind of move these particles around. They might be under this piece of plastic too, actually. I think that's what's going on there. So I'm going to remove... I think I'm going to need my needle nose tweezers. Precision tweezers, and I'm going to remove this and then clean it up. I just don't want the particles to stay there, but you know what, they're not really coming off, are they? Yeah. I think that's as good as it's going to get. It's fine. Put this back on like so. You want to make sure that the so there's a little tab that's this piece of plastic has. It basically just makes it so that the battery doesn't short the bottom, but as you can see, there is a little tab on here, and that tab just needs to go underneath the spring-loaded tab for the battery. So yeah, I think this watch will probably end up working. This battery, the size is a... looks like it's a 371-370. Pretty sure I've got one of those. I do. Yeah. 371-370 using plastic tweezers so I don't short it out. And then you put it under, so you want to get it underneath the spring-loaded tab, or over the spring-loaded tab and underneath these two fins here. And it should kind of come up like this. And you're going to have to get some pressure on it, and then you're going to pull this tab, this spring-loaded tab on this side out and push it down at the same time. That should get this battery in here. Just like that. Now keep in mind that these Ronda 715s are super common. A lot of inexpensive Swiss watches will use these movements. There's a lot of Victorinox watches out there. Like I think even the Dive Master 500 watches use a 715, and the Inox. A lot of the Inox watches that are just the three-hand ones will use a 316. So I want to see if this watch is running, and it is. Cool. I'm going to get the case back on, get this closed up, make sure this gasket is installed correctly, which it is. You know what? I think I'm going to pull this out and stretch it, because it's not wanting to go in, because it's a little tight. So basically what I do is I just grab the gasket and then I just give it a little stretch, nothing much. You don't want to break it, and then I reinstall. And what the stretching will do is it'll, well, it could have overstretched it there, but it'll make it go into the where the gasket's supposed to go easier and better. So when you stretch it, it'll kind of, you know, go back to its original form a bit, and now it's in here perfectly. So just give it a little stretch, nothing much, and then that should help if it's trying to you know, collapse in more than it should. It's one trick I use anyways. It seems to work for me. Everybody's got their own way of fixing watches, and that's how I deal with that. Okay, I think we're threaded in now. Cool. Okay, I'm going to tighten this down. Oop. It's still kind of tricky, but okay, that's nice and tight. And we're done. Let's get a good shot of this mother of pearl dial. Yeah, the mother of pearl is really cool. So a lot of people like to nerd out about the Grand Seiko Snowflake watch because it's got that textured dial that's really cool. It's all man-made, I believe. But the thing is you could find beautifully textured dials that are made out of mother of pearl, which is a shell of some sort. Comes out of the ocean. Animals make them. And I don't know. I mean, for the price, you know, mother of pearl dials, especially if they're high quality ones, just look stunning. And they pick up light, and they're kind of iridescent. They've got all kinds of different colors in them. Like there's pinks and greens and blues and reds and all kinds of stuff, so they're very nice. But anyways, this watch appears to be working. Let's run it through some tests really quick. So this should change at 12. Okay, so now we're in the PM. We were just in the AM. This is a 24-hour analog watch. It's got Zodiac 1882 stamped on there, by the way. Okay, yep, so that's changing the way it's supposed to. Very nice. Okay. Is it German? Was that German? See if the quick change works. 10, 11, 12, yep. Opposite. Dim. Monday. Lun? Tuesday. I don't know. Might be German. I have no idea, but appears to be fully functional. This case is made out of some kind of plastic. And then it's weird because it's made out of plastic, but then if you look in here, the lugs are actually made out of metal. That's actually a really nice way to make a watch. If you are going to make it out of plastic, still have the inside of it be made out of metal, so that's cool. It looks like it's just a case. I wonder if I could pop all the plastic off. I'm not going to try, but I'm sure that might pop off if you tried hard enough, if you pried it off. But anyways, yep, so that's a Zodiac. Battery repair, pretty straightforward. If you're going to be fixing a lot of Swiss-made watches that are quartz, you're going to run into this 715 Ronda movement a lot. Also, the crown is signed. That's a beautiful little, it looks like kind of a cabochon, but very nice. So there you have it. Nice watch. I'm going to get it set properly, and I'll time it for a month before I sell it. But let's do the dimensions. So this is a large woman's watch. It looks like a woman's watch. I don't know. I guess men could wear it too. But yeah, this is 42 millimeter case size. That's a pretty good size for a woman's watch. 42 millimeters is actually what a lot of men consider to be the largest size that they will wear when they have a smaller wrist. Lug to lug is 48 millimeter. Thickness is 12.3 millimeter, and then the lug width is what is that actually? I think that says 19. 20 millimeter. Yeah, so for instance, like I've got a 6.5 inch wrist, and 42 millimeter really is the largest acceptable case size for wrists like mine. But the cool thing about having small wrists is even old school watches in the 32 and 34 millimeter range look really good on my wrist. So can't complain too much about that. And a lot of the 34 millimeter watches, Rolex used to make 34 millimeter watches, and a lot of the old military watches from World War II, I believe, were all in the kind of 32 to 34 millimeter range. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Yeah, I hope this video was useful to somebody, and like and subscribe if it was for you. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you in the next one if you want to stay tuned. All right, take it easy.